Okay, time to move on with the next portion of the podcast. My favorite part of the episode, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for our crew member hot takes. But before we get to our crew member hot takes, we have to talk about the WHS fan hot take of the week. If you want to send your submissions for the show, check us out on our social medias. Get in contact with us, even through our personals. We'll look through submissions and we'll pick the best one for the episode. Now, we have a submission for the episode. However, they could not get voice recorded in due time. So I'm actually going to read their hot take for everyone here. Okay. So this submission for WHS Fan Hot Take of the Week is from Ali. He's from Pennsylvania. He is a fan of all Philly sports teams, so Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, Phillies. And his hot take for this week is that Kawhi Leonard is a top 5 player of 2010s, a generational defender, and one of the best playoff runs in recent memory. That is a hot take from Ali.
So we should start naming names. We have Steph, KD, LeBron. I think those are definitely the top 3.
Yes.
Who else are we putting above Kawhi? I think there's an argument for Kawhi being number 4.
I think there's definitely a case for him being top 5.
D-Wade?
No, if it's just the 2010s, that only includes 2011. Dwayne Wade was still leading at 2011 and a little bit 2012. But pretty much after that, he wasn't a top player.
Yeah, true.
Same reason why you probably don't have.
I think.
Yeah, I mean you can have
Giannis
Giannis up there.
Yeah, Giannis.
So I think that would rule out or make it my top 5. Like, that's fair to say.
Maybe Harden.
Nah,
but I'd probably take
possibly
Kawhi.
Harden. I think because all the top 5 have championships and Harden doesn't. That pains me to say. Hopefully he gets one this upcoming season.
Exactly.
But as of right now, I just have him outside of my top 5. Maybe definitely 6 or 7 for James Harden for me.
So I would say
top 10 player.
I would say it's a good take. We have Steph, LeBron in no order. Steph, LeBron, KD, Kawhi, Giannis.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree.
Trey,
all right.
Trey, how you doing over there, man? You I'm pretty
the
sure you watching the
Celtics
game.
have
You're kind of
not
quiet
hit a
over there, man.
3-point shot yet. They have not hit a 3-point
I
shot.
am eating right now, actually.
They actually have hit a 3-point shot. I saw Al Horford hit one.
Really?
Don't listen to Tolu, Trey.
No, I've been watching.
They're shooting horribly though. Which is something you can say.
But I'm terrible.
So as we get towards halftime of this game 5, let's get to our crew member hot takes. Let's go with TK first for crew member hot takes.
All right, well, I'm just going to keep my hot take simple. My hot take is going to be that the Warriors are not only going to win tonight's game, but they're going to win in 6, and they're going to be the NBA championship for the 2022 NBA season. Meaning the Boston Celtics will not win a championship, meaning real Lakers fans, and you know what, I'll even give it to the fake Lakers fans like Tolu, will be very, very, very happy because the Celtics will not get that 18th ring. And that's really the reason why Lakers fans do not want the Celtics to win a championship. Go Warriors, baby.
Hey, all right. Short, sweet, to the point. Gianni, think you could top that?
My hot take is going to be NFL. I think the Eagles, we're going to not win just the division, honestly. I could see us winning 2 playoff games, 1 home and 1 on the road. And getting
NFC Championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But
Why are y'all laughing? He hasn't even finished yet.
Because it's hilarious. You think Jalen Hurts is taking y'all there?
Let Gianni finish.
Okay, go ahead.
The Bucs and the Rams, we consider the 2 best teams in the NFC. I think are going to meet each other in the second round of the playoffs. And that opens the door for the other side of the bracket.
Like the Packers and Niners.
Yeah. I don't know about the Niners because of their quarterback situation. I think,
you have Jalen Hurts. Like, he's not some superstar quarterback.
I know, but I'm saying that, like, the Packers, like, for example, they usually disappoint every playoffs, and I feel like even Rodgers is in the other side. And
this is very, very true. This is very, very true.
The Vikings will be over the Packers this year anyway.
I think
no, Trey.
Yes, they will.
Outside of that, the Super Bowl run, they have lost to some teams that are pretty questionable. The Packers, and I think this could be, you could say, because you guys don't think the Eagles can win in Green Bay, that it could be a questionable team that they lost to, or something like that. But I think it's going to be Eagles versus the Bucks or the Rams, and the Bucks or the Rams are going to go to the Super Bowl.
I just want to add to your point, Gianni, because I love your hot take. The only team that Aaron Rodgers has lost to when leading after the third quarter at Lambeau Field, he is like 343. It was a crazy stat that I'm thinking of off the top of my head right now, but he has an insane record where he only has one loss to an NFL team when he's leading after the third quarter at Lambeau Field. And guess who that team was? It's the Philadelphia Eagles.
How long ago was that, PC? How long
only
ago?
A couple years ago. Only a season or two ago.
A very different roster. Jalen Hurts wasn't the quarterback.
Many wins at home, yet
yes, considerably better. We have considerably better roster. We have a considerably better roster now, and all the reports that I've seen on Jalen Hurts this offseason have been nothing but positive, and y'all can't deny that part.
Everything
I haven't
at
seen
this time
a
is
negative
positive.
part.
I'm not denying Jalen Hurts or the Eagles. I'm denying Aaron Rodgers.
All I've heard about Jalen Hurts is how much he has improved, not only as a leader,
bro. He got huge. He got huge, bro.
He's been bulking up. And that's why I've kind of been adamant to all the trade rumors that we might hear from Jalen Hurts. Of course, I have to see him, test his craft on the field. But as of right now, all the roars I'm seeing are this guy's improved. He's the guy going forward. This is a guy that could lead us into the playoffs, deep into the playoffs, which is why I like that take.
And I want to add another point, too. The last couple of seasons the Packers lost in the playoffs is to a team that could run the football really, really well. And that's one of our strengths. Is we can run the ball down your throat, and you never know.
Most rushing yards in a season by an Eagles team was last season. So it's just a thought. That's why it's a hot take.
And especially in the snow too, like last season, the Niners won 13-10. It's all about having a good defense, really. Honestly, if that happens again, let's just say if it's snowing like crazy, whoever has the better run game, honestly, or the defense that can, pretty much do the best, honestly, I think we have a great chance if it's snowy, because you never know how Green Bay is in January, really. So
I agree with some aspects. It's just that aspect that I don't agree with. All right, I think all the teams that Green Bay has lost to over the last decade, I think of the Seahawks, who made the Super Bowl. Think of the Falcons, who made the Super Bowl, even though they lost the way that they did. They put up 52 points in that championship game. You have the Niners. They also made the Super Bowl. So, and the Giants as well, a couple of times. Like, these are teams that have won and made the Super Bowl. So it's not like the Packers are losing to some questionable teams. That's the one thing I don't agree on with you, Gianni. But as far as everything else, I definitely agree with. But let's get to our next hot take here. Let's go now to Trey for your hot take.
Very simple, going baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, my Boston Red Sox have been on a tear for the past month and a half. In their last 11 games, they are 9-2. Last month, they were 21-9. We started off terrible. We've turned it around. Last time I seen the standings, we were still fourth. We were right there with the Blue Jays. But I haven't looked recently today. probably pass. Well, we didn't pass them yet. We're like a couple games behind, but we're on the road to passing them. We keep this up. The Rays, they're not as good as they were last year. They have a decent record, but they don't have the same firepower, in my opinion. The Blue Jays have also been in a bit of a slump since from last year. They haven't been playing that good, but it's baseball. It's a lot of time left, so who knows how these teams are going to kick it into gear. But if the Red Sox can keep this up, we're going to be a serious problem if we can make it into the postseason this year. We was one round away from making the World Series last year. Hopefully we get back and get past the hump, but the Red Sox have been on a tear. And Rafael Devers is the new face of the league. Move over, Mike Trout. You had your year, Ohtani. Aaron Judge, you're good, but you're not face of the league worthy. Rafael Devers' batting average is like 338. It's amazing. It is amazing. He has like 9 home runs. He has like 20 something RBIs, if I'm not mistaken. Rafael
9 home
Devers
runs.
is a GOAT, okay?
Trey.
Hey.
Wait.
You don't
Gianni, do
always
you want to
you don't
tell?
hit a home run every time you step up to the plate. He's bringing
I
in
want
runs, okay? He's getting us points. Rafael
Gianni,
Devers is a GOAT, okay?
you're
Big
a
scoops.
resident baseball guy. Do you want to
um
tell Trey what's
Judge
Rafael
has
Devers' stat line?
25. I have to tell you, Judge has 21.5, like around 25 home runs.
We
He
don't
has
care.
one of the best OPS in baseball. Right now, he's
We don't
running
care.
away with MVP. Like, if you don't think he's the face of baseball right now, I don't know what you're watching.
Rogers runs away with MVP every year almost, but he's not the face of the league. Okay? Rafael Devers is he's definitely the face of the league. Maybe you
Nobody
could
loves
say
that.
that's a biased opinion, but
Nobody
I don't
nobody
care
even mentions
because
Devers in
No,
that
what do you
aspect.
mean?
never
What do you
mentioned Devers.
mean?
I watch,
People do mention
Boston
Devers.
Boston fans do because
yeah,
you're
Boston
Boston
Have you not
fans.
seen his
fans.
stats? Have you not seen his stats? Rafael Devers has
14,
been on a tear.
14. I'm reading his stats right now. He's batting 335 right now. 14 homers, 35 RBIs. This is a good stat line. I'm
I
not.
was
I'm
off
not. I'm not
But it's
down.
not
by the homers and
close.
RBIs. Look,
But
if you watch the
I'm
Red
gonna
Sox
read.
play, Rafael Devers is a face. He is a face of the league type guy. Okay? He's up there with the other greats. Rafael Devers is an important piece to the Boston Red Sox, and he's one of the main reasons why we've been on this winning stretch lately. So I mean, give credit where it's due.
I'm gonna just read Aaron Judge's stat line here. This is just in the American League too, by the way. Aaron Judge is batting 318 right now,
Less
24
than
home
Devers.
runs, 24 home runs, 48 RBIs, and just 223 ABs.
That's
So
Look how they started their season though, red hot versus how we started our season. Bullshit. Rafael Devers is making
and
his case to becoming the
Mike
face of the
Trout
league. I don't care.
and Mike Trout, who you said had his time in the sun, his stat line is actually a bit more similar to Devers than Devers is to Judge because he's batting 293, 16 home runs, 34 RBIs. So
Exactly. Rafael Devers, he's passing Trout. I think he's already passed him, but hey, that's my hot take. Red Sox are going to make
right.
some noise when it matters. We don't care about Judge's stats, okay? Judge is not an all-time guy where he's going to show up when you need him. Because if that was true, they would have knocked us out last year. The Yankees haven't been to a World Series in like what, 11 years, something like that. Last time y'all went was what, '09? You guys are not making any noise. Yes, I get you got new pieces, okay? You want a career, you didn't get him. That's gonna bite you in the ass. Gianni, let me tell you a story. Trevor's story. That's the story right there.
Oh, brother.
Trevor's story is going to
But
make. Oh man. Just
Right.
wait. Just
The
wait.
Red Sox, honestly, this season is not close to what they were last season at all.
I know, but if we can just
Come
continue
playoff,
this win streak,
yeah, but look,
Our pitching has been suspect. I will admit that. Our pitching has been very suspect. It's not the same as last season, but we are
you want to know
finding our
something
stride in the hitting.
You want to know something crazy? The Yankees last season, so far the Red Sox this season look like the Yankees last season. Honestly, when if you look at pretty close, is a mirror of each other because the Yankees, through like 60 games or 60 plus games, they were 33 and 32 last season. They were pretty bad last season. I have to admit, the offense couldn't get runs. This year we can get runs, and we have one of the best pitching staffs. That it's just incredible the turnaround season to season.
Let's go now to Shawn for his hot take, though.
Since Gianni had such a biased Eagles take saying the NFC Championship game, I just have to bring it down a little bit, bring your hopes down a little bit. My hot take has to do with the Eagles. It also has to do with the Giants. You guys are more than welcome to rebuttal. I would love to have a debate. I think Kadarius Toney will have more yards per game this season than Devonta Smith.
Okay, all right. See, I got this shit. Listen, Shawn. I get your obsession with Kadarius Toney. You know, he's automatically a favorite to you. Florida guy, you know, from the University of Florida, go Gators, right? You went to your favorite NFL team, was injured a lot last year, and the one game that made you realize, like, huh, this guy's got the potential. It's the game against the Cowboys. You remember
Yep,
that
200
game, right?
yards. 200
Yep,
yards. Pretty
over
impressive.
200 yards, two touchdowns in that game, had 12 catches, right? Like, this is the guy. But I'm here to bring you back down to reality, kid. Because that was just one magical game. That was one game where we're going to look back and think, what could Kadarius Toney been? That's what we're going to think of Kadarius Toney. Nobody here actually thinks that Kadarius Toney is going to be a prominent NFL wide
Well, it doesn't
receiver.
matter what the people in here think.
I mean, show Kadarius Toney some respect here. I mean,
Thank you, Trey.
He was injured all last year.
Thank you, Trey.
And this year, when he's healthy, we'll see what happens. You know, Giants got a new offensive coaching staff, so we'll see if he does better without Judge this year. But if he doesn't produce, this year, then PC, I can agree with you on the take that he won't be a prominent wide receiver.
You know what I'm fully expecting from Kadarius Toney this upcoming season? For him to do slightly better than what he did last season. That's what I'm expecting from Kadarius.
It'll be more than slightly. But my reasoning
and having more yards.
Well, I just want to explain it a little more before you say something.
Devontae Smith, that's just silly.
Well, so silly. I just want to explain it a little more. I did say yards per game because I understand Kadarius Toney has the injury concerns. So I do think on a per game basis, Kadarius Toney will have better stats. Devonta Smith might play more games, which might lead to more total production. But on a per game basis, I would go with Kadarius Toney. Two big reasons.
Can I ask you a question?
After I explain it just a little more. Two big reasons why I said this. Devonta Smith, the Eagles just traded for A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's going to take a lot of targets from Devonta Smith. Might hurt his stats a little bit. Might help the Eagles win more games, but just for Devonta Smith's stats, they might come down. Another reason, Brian Daboll came from the Bills. He had one of the, if not the most pass-happy offense in the NFL. Number 2 was for the Chiefs. We also got a guy from that, Matt Kafka. So we have two very pass-happy offensive coaches. So we're obviously going to be passing a ton. The Eagles, they have Jalen Hurts. They run the ball a ton because we can all admit Jalen Hurts is a better runner than he is passer. So the Eagles are a run-heavy offense. The Giants are a pass-heavy offense. I think that's just going to lead to Kadarius Toney having a better per-game stats than Devonta Smith.
But this the guy that wants to go last for hot takes. Tolu, what is your hot take? Because after this, we gotta get your rant for the week.
Okay, I'm going for a baseball take this time. And my hot take is Aaron Judge is going to be the best player in Yankees history.
That is so disrespectful to Derek Jeter.
Okay, maybe
he's not going to pass Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig, kid.
No, he is. He is.
I don't even watch baseball.
The way he's playing, he will. He is.
The only person in this generation to pass Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig is Ohtani. Ohtani is better than both of them.
No.
He's better.
Aaron Judge is better than him. Aaron Judge is on the pace for 65 home runs. That man is a monster, and that man needs to get paid. What are you waiting for, Yankees? Pay the man.
Aaron Judge is also a Red Sox fan. I can't wait till y'all don't pay him and he leaves, and then he
He's not
comes
gonna
over to
leave,
the
bud.
bean,
He's not
baby,
leaving.
because
Why
he
would he
wants to
leave to
play
go
for
into
the Red
poverty?
Sox. He's
Why?
always wanted to play for us.
Why?
It's
Why
just
did he?
a
Why would
fact.
he leave? Because he's not getting paid.
He's gonna get paid. They're gonna
So
pay him, buddy. He's the best player in baseball.
yeah, we'll see.
Just
We'll
because
see.
you're the best player doesn't mean you always get paid. We see a lot of time guys leave.
Oh, brother. No, he's
But
not leaving New York. It's the most storied franchise in baseball.
Okay,
we'll
but
see about that. We'll see about that.
not in the last
We
20.
we have to get to your Tolu rant. That concludes crew member hot takes. But as far as Tolu's rant on the NBA Finals, you have 5 minutes to shine, bro. So go ahead.